So today is August 25th, 2020, Tuesday morning, 6:06 a.m. This is an article by Fox News. Let's see. Arkansas, published 7 hours ago. Last update 51 minutes ago. Slain Arkansas jogger, 25 years old, was raped and buried by local farmer. Let's see. Says police. Suspect was charged with her murder and is being held without bond. All right, let's check out the video. Fox News flash top headlines for August 24th. All right, while it's loading, let's see. All right, this is not about Donald Trump. Okay, we're moving forward. An Arkansas nurse who disappeared while jogging last week was kidnapped, raped, murdered, and buried by a local farmer, police said during a court hearing on Monday, according to multiple reports. Sydney Sutherland, 25 years old, was reported missing last Wednesday after she failed to return home from an afternoon jog. Her body was found Friday near where she lived, following a search involving police and volunteers, Fox 16 Little Rock reported. Quake Llewellyn, a 28-year-old farmer, was arrested on suspicion of capital murder, soon after the body of Sutherland was discovered. On Monday, Llewellyn walked up the steps to the Jackson County Courthouse wearing an orange jumpsuit and a bulletproof vest for his first court appearance, a probable cause hearing. Missing Arkansas jogger found dead, suspect in custody. Let's see. Quake Llewellyn just arrived to the Jackson County Courthouse. He is wearing a bulletproof vest. Let's check that out. That is a big guy.
Do you have anything to say?
Like a small woman.
Did you kill Sydney Sutherland?
That's a big guy. Small woman. Wow. He reportedly confessed to her killing when authorities questioned him about Sutherland's disappearance. Her body was identified by authorities over the weekend, according to the station. A special agent with the Arkansas State Police said Llewellyn was traveling westbound on County Road 41 when he saw Sutherland walking by. Llewellyn then turned around before he abducted her, put her in the back of his pickup truck, and sexually assaulted her, Fox 16 reported. Sutherland's family was present at the courthouse during the brief hearing that failed to address how the nurse died. The judge, however, did find cause to charge Llewellyn, who was ordered to be held without bond until his arraignment on October the 1st. Llewellyn was also listed as a member of a Facebook page created to help aid in the search for Sutherland before her body was found, reports said. That is no shock. I've definitely heard of, I don't know if this man is the murderer, but I've definitely heard of murderers showing up at candlelight vigils, showing up at cadaver searches. I've definitely heard of that. That's a common thing. Okay, let's see. Arkansas mother fights for justice 12 years after daughter's murder. Jackson County Sheriff David Lucas had said during an earlier press conference that Llewellyn knew the victim, although their relationship was unclear. He added, the case was especially difficult because Sutherland went to school with his daughters. It's taken a toll. It really has. Just because I know the people of this county. I know this family personally. I know this young lady personally, he told Jonesboro's KAIT. I've known her and watched her grow up. It hits me personally. And that's another reason why we want to work so hard and try to find her. I'm sorry, I'm just reading that statement and it sounds very, contrived. Very not personal. It sounds like something that's been said 1,000 times. Okay. See, a candlelight vigil was held in Tuckerman, located about 100 miles northeast of Little Rock on Sunday to remember Sutherland, the station reported. Well, Fox News' Robert Geardy contributed to this report. All right, so I don't like to really read a lot of comments, but in this instance I will, because this is Fox News. All right, let's see. One of the comments here: needs to eat a .40. I'm assuming that's a bullet. 10 millimeter. Take via cranial insertion via ear canal. Okay. Another bullet. Right now, he, the guy named Quake, should be quaking in his shoes. I hope the death penalty is an option there. When will women learn not to jog alone? There are a lot of sick men out there, and despite what feminists say, you are not as strong as a man. Wow. Hard to hear, but true. I think a lot of women get into a lot of trouble. I'm not discussing this woman. I think a lot of women that I've known have gotten into a lot of trouble because they have been told they can do anything a man can do. And had they not been advised that every day all their lives, it's a lot of decisions that they may not have made. This girl seems like she was just running. I don't know the background. I don't know the true story. And you know how a lot of times articles just make things quick and short. We don't have all the details. We don't even really know if he's murdered the girl yet. So all of this, he needs a bullet and all this. We don't know if he's actually murdered her, but we'll see. I attempt to explain this to my 5'1", 105-pound wife weekly. They don't get it. Okay. Well said. What a heartbreaking tragedy. This story just adds to a long list of similar crimes I've read about my entire life. It never has been safe for women to jog alone, and I agree that the feminist arguments only endanger more women. Okay, but I will say this: outside of feminism, I think sometimes people, especially Americans, think that they live in a much safer society than they really do. You understand? Because, for instance, I've never been involved in any crimes like this, but I have watched many shows such as Medical Detectives, The New Detectives, Forensics Files. I've watched many shows, and I've seen this happen many times in the United States of America, in specifically. And often, like I said earlier in this article, the killer will show up at candlelight vigils. The killer will, get onto the news stations and ask questions and act like his heart is so hurt about the missing victim. The killer will go out into search parties, and they'll be walking with cadaver dogs as if they have no idea where the body is, when they know exactly where the body is. But they do things like this to try to throw people off the scent. Let's see. Execute him as soon as the guilty verdict is read. In my day, the cops would have found this guy dead because the cops shot him before anyone showed up. Now some left-wing liberal judge will set him free so he can do it again. Well, in your day, the cops are still killing a lot of people dead. All right, before anyone ever finds out, let's just move forward. Judge, jury, and executioner by cop is not the answer either. I'm surprised to hear that, especially in a place like Arkansas. Sounds like a real bang fest. Biden 2020. I have no idea what that means. Poor and ignorant comment. R.I.P. CCW. Remember, it's better to have a gun and not need it than to need a gun and not have it. You know what? Can't argue with that. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out this article. All right. Have a good day.